What is up, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to the channel for a brand new video on Off-Road Outlaws. Now, in today's video, we are going to be building a bit of a, I would call it a mud truck, but at the same time, you kind of have to use trucks for multiple different things in this game, so we're going to be trying to build something huge, right? And one of the biggest trucks you can get is this particular Chevy, and it's not branded as a Chevy, but it looks close enough to the new Chevy Silverado that it's pretty obvious what they were trying to go for. Now, we haven't built one of these on this version of the game yet, so it's going to be a fun one to build, and it's also going to be a fun one to just kind of put to use, honestly. So before we do anything that's like aesthetic customization or anything like that, let's go ahead and max out all the upgrades. We're going to go for a solid axle Pro front and rear. And let me just go back to the rear, solid axle Pro. We'll get that installed. So we've got the beefiest solid axle setup we can get. Then we're going to, wait a minute. That was a little weird. It took us straight to tuning. I meant to stay in upgrades because, well, regardless, we're going to build the engine all the way and get everything upgraded. We're going to also upgrade the grip all the way, upgrade the, weight reduction. Diesel swap, I'm not sure if I want to diesel swap this truck. We'll decide on that a little bit later. Let's see. The gearbox, we'll leave that on an auto right now, and then we'll come back and kind of mess with it later. Tracks are not this thing's main goal at the moment, so we're not going to mess with those right now. I do want to go through and see. I'm not gonna do any of the visual stuff until everything is done, like everything. So straight to the tuning, and suspension tuning is going to be upgraded all the way front and back, so we have full adjustability, and axis width is going to be, I want to max it out, but at the same time, I don't know if maxing it out will work for, well, it'll work a lot better once it looks so goofy right now, so goofy. But I promise it will look better once we actually are able to upgrade the tire width. So we need to upgrade the travel too because it looks so silly right now. Currently, my biggest thing with the travel is I'm just going to max it out. And that way, I mean, that makes it look less silly right off the bat. But we still have a lot more to do to make it look less silly than that. And that would be probably in the area of shock size because the shocks are way too small right now. Let's do a 2.2 in the front, looks about right. And shock size in the back, I think I'm going to go for a 2.2 as well. That kind of makes the shocks and, I guess the coilovers look a little bit more proportional to what we're working with here. And then dampening-wise, I think we're probably going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to reduce the stiffness just a little bit in both the front and the rear. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I do want to get some good flex out of this truck, but it doesn't need to be, insanely soft. Now, we've done the basics here, so I want to go ahead and fix the wheel and tire stuff because, honestly, that's one of the first things that, to me, is, you need to fix, right? You need to fix that, and if you don't, your truck's just going to look so goofy and weird that, why are you... That looks really weird. That's a steamroller setup, but you know what, actually, though? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What even is that? What even is that? Dude, if we put the smallest wheels, the smallest tires humanly possible on this truck, what will it do to it? Genuinely, what will it do to it? I'm genuinely curious. We could technically make oh my God, we can make the wheels so small. We can make the wheels so small. Holy crap. Okay, so the wheels are basically no bigger than the brake rotors. And, oh my God, I mean, what? It's like the silliest thing that you could possibly build. And I'm going to put it on the test rig. I'm going to up the speed all the way, and I'm going to start the test. Oh my God, that does not look right. Oh, that does not look right. Holy crap, I need to drive it. I need to drive it, now. Oh my God, that's amazing, and I need to drive it. Oh my God, I need to drive it. That's so weird and funky, and I just wanted to put a brighter color on it, so it kind of popped a little bit more. But my God, that is, the silliest thing I've ever seen that you can do in Off-Road Outlaws. I think I'm going to take it to Stunt Park, maybe? I mean, hell, let's see what happens if we take it to the Stunt Park. God, that looks so wrong. That looks so wrong. I mean, it doesn't... So far, it doesn't drive terribly, but... It doesn't drive terribly so far, but we've got to kind of figure out how this thing works. Let's lock everything. Put it in four-wheel drive. A little bit of... Oh my god, you pull the handbrake, and it doesn't really rotate. It just kind of, like... It just kind of sits. Oh my god, it... Oh! Somehow, it actually completely spun around, and I don't know how. It somehow worked. Whoop! It somehow worked again. Holy crap! Will it spin around this time? No, it doesn't have the front grip. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have the grip anywhere. It doesn't have the front or rear grip to do anything about its, like, minuscule tires. Oh, oh! I'd like to see where... I was gonna say, I would like to see where my truck is, please. And let's go! Oh my god, okay, we probably could have done a backflip on that one, but I didn't carry through with it. I didn't, like... I didn't try to keep it up. Oh my god! Dude, are you serious? We could have kept that backflip going and actually landed it. At least I feel like we could have. Spin that around. Go back the other way. Oh. Oh, I know we can get up on top of that, though. That should be easy. But... Oh, wow. Okay, that was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. I gotta say, though, this is, like, so far, it's one of the best setups for stunts I've ever driven that isn't, like, a dirt bike or something. It's hilariously good for stunts, and it doesn't have any of those weird collisions that the bigger tires or the tracks do when you try to hit these ramps and loops and stuff like that. It's actually... It's really good for stunts, and I did not think I would be saying that. I took it here because I thought it would be terrible at stunts. I wanted to get stunts out of the way because I figured that this was going to be like one of the worst stunt setups you could come up with. But I stand freaking corrected because it's really good. It's way better than I thought it would be. That won't work because, like, there's just too big of a front overhang. But nonetheless, it's still, you've still got to realize how good this is for being what it is. Oh my god! What even is this thing? How does it, oh my god, how does it drift? Rear diff lock only, rear wheel drive. I gotta be a little bit quicker on the counter steer, which is kind of tricky here. It's not terrible, it just doesn't have the grip at the front to... Oh, there we go! Dude! Oh my god, it's so good! It's hilarious, but it's so good at it. Oh my god, that's insane! I don't know how this is this good at this, but... Oh my god, I am astounded at everything this thing has been... Nope, never mind. Mildly lost it, mildly, but it's okay, I'm not worried about it. I'm just, like, still, ouch. I'm just still mildly in awe of what this truck is doing, considering it's got the smallest tires in the history of the freaking world. I wonder what'll happen, though, if we try to get... Oh, not enough speed. Not enough speed! Oh, it could have made it, though. It genuinely could have made it. I want to try another map. I want to try something that's a little bit more off-road-ish, and something that's not just pavement and ramps. Because what? Like, why? Why? Oh, why would you do such a thing? Although, here, real quick, though, now that we know that it actually kind of does work, we're going to fix what we did. We're going to put those back to, like, 1. And we'll go to the rear now, wheel size, back to 1. And we're going to go back to what we originally intended on doing, which is like, you know, monster truck. And let's see, front. Yes, thank you. For God's sakes, oh my God, that is a hell of a pizza cutter. Let's see, wheel width, bam. Max width, front and rear. So now it's a monster truck. And I mean, we could do our fair share of testing with it as a monster truck, but I think it's so hilarious as a freaking, like, I don't even know what you would call that, like, micro wheel truck? I mean, it doesn't make sense either way that you think about it, but, like, this is what you expect. The setup we had before is not what you would expect. So now let's take it back out to the stunt park as a monster truck as opposed to a micro wheel truck. Again, I know that that's not really like an actual name for anything, but all right, let's go locked everywhere, four-wheel drive, like no restrictions on any of that. I can tell you one thing, we almost made it, wow. Yeah, I can tell you one thing, it already feels way slower, like a lot slower. No kidding, it feels really sluggish compared to what it was before. Even with like everything locked, it still feels really sluggish. Now it is better at those particular ramps because of the fact that it does have all of that extra grip, and it's higher off the ground now too, so you don't have those weird bumper collisions, but man, it is definitely a slower truck. I mean, look at that. It's so slow compared to what it was before. And it makes sense as to why. It's got way more tire to lug around, like a lot more, a crap ton more. I wonder if we can even make it up to those ramps up top. Really? That was just a bumper collision. That was one of those things where it's like, are you serious right now? I mean, I don't quite know. Is it bad that I almost don't quite know which setup I prefer? I mean, well, actually, I'm starting to prefer this one because the handbrake turns work. They don't just, like, completely, you know, plow straight on with understeer. They actually do work. But, my God, oh, make it! I mean, as hilarious as this truck was before, I almost think it was more fun to drive. Like, as it was before, I almost think it was more fun to drive. So, big tires versus tiny tires, I think tiny tires are more fun to drive. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see y'all next time. Talk to you guys later.